And we're live. Good evening to all of our viewers and listeners here in the Southeast Asian region and to the rest of the world who are watching. I am Vlad and I'll be moderating this 1 hour Asian FinTech AMA session together with our regional manager, Sebastian Solasachinda. This is going to be a two-part segment where we first talk about AFIN as a whole, then Sebastian, with me here, will be responding to the most common questions we've been getting on different social media platforms, including Telegram. And for the final part, we will be answering your questions on the chat. So, hello, Sebastian, and good evening.
Hi,
Glad to
Vlad.
have you. Right,
So
right.
excited to be here.
Excited.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much for that. Yeah, and glad to have you here in our and yes, I believe this is going to be our very first live AMA session here
Correct.
on YouTube. Right.
Yes.
Okay. So before we get started with everything, so would you mind telling us more about yourself? I know lots of our viewers here are eager to know about your background, of course, about your story.
Yeah.
Could you please share more about it?
So a brief background. So my name is Sebastian.
Mm-hmm.
The regional manager for AFIN Singapore, Thailand, and Vietnam. So my background is, I come from a long background of hospitality and marketing.
Hospitality.
And
Mm-hmm.
one of the things that AFIN is trying to do is working about green tourism, and
Mm-hmm.
that's one of really my passion projects. And I think I was brought on here to kind of help with the vision of the marketing, getting everything running up, and also my familiarity with the region. I've been working in the region for about 10 years now.
Right.
So my familiarity with the Southeast Asian market, how that works, what makes it tick, and also my connections with the hospitality industry,
Mm-hmm.
and of course my I guess self-proclaimed love for crypto currency.
Self-proclaimed.
My love for crypto.
Interesting.
It's kind of marrying my love for crypto, hotel, and the region all together. So it's something very
Yeah.
exciting for me, and I'm just I'm. It's been 1 week.
Mm.
It's such a ride, and meeting the team, and there's so many things happening, and we're growing steady, and I'm super excited to be here.
So it's been a week. Okay,
It's
it's
been a
been a
week only,
week.
yes.
Right. And how was it? How was it so far? How is the
No,
team?
no, it's great. I'm meeting the
Mm-hmm.
team, and there's a lot to catch up on. I mean, there's a lot of work, there's a lot of mechanics, but I
Yeah,
think it's such an interesting project, and I'm so glad to be on board. And looking to what the future brings
of
us
course.
is just I'm excited. I'm stoked.
Of course, of course. So let me just clarify that a little bit. So your expertise is both in marketing and hotel, or did I miss
Yes,
something? Okay,
yes.
marketing and hotel. Okay, we sure are definitely going to expect lots of new insights from you to further grow and develop even project because I believe there's really not much, or there's really not much that I know of, or like a focus on this particular market that is related to cryptocurrency. Of course. Now, let's move on to the main part of the segment here. Now, to the project itself. I believe the main motto of Asian fintech revolves around connecting sustainability with cryptocurrency, right? So we want to know more, and I believe most of our viewers here and listeners wanted to know more about this, about what AFIN really is, and could you enlighten us further about AFIN?
I really like when you talk about the connecting part. It's about
Right. Mm-hmm.
bridging cryptocurrency and
Mm-hmm.
sustainability.
Right.
And I think these two, I guess cryptocurrency is the future that's coming, has been coming for a few years now. Sustainability has always been a question that the world has been involved about, and trying to make sure that we're protecting our planet, we're doing renewable energy and going forward in a great manner.
Mm-hmm.
So AFIN aims to bridge these two things together, bringing in the tech of crypto and then combining that with the sustainability, renewable energy, and just looking for every type of sustainable initiatives that we can do with AFIN.
Mm-hmm.
Is such a joy because it's quite endless. There's so many things you can do when it comes to these two things, and there's a few use cases already that we'll be discussing today
Use
that will
cases,
really
yeah.
move in
Hmm.
future and the roadmap along the way to sustainability. Uh,
Yes. Hmm.
yeah,
Okay, yes, I believe that's a perfect introduction for that. And yes, we're looking forward to hearing more about AFIN there because yes, I believe you're talking about some other mechanics about
Correct.
AFIN. Yes, and also we're going to talk about the roadmap that we're going to expect next next come months for this Q4 as well
Yeah.
for next year 2022. So yeah. Now, here comes the next question I've been getting. So, what are the critical problems that AFIN is trying to solve right now? As well as I believe there are like some existing projects out there that are also doing this. What AFIN is currently doing about mining Bitcoin, but I'm not really sure if it's like almost similar to what we're currently doing here in AFIN. Could you try to expand more or talk more about the critical problems that AFIN tried to solve, and what do you think is the competitive advantage of AFIN?
So I think if you if followers and everyone's coming in here have been following the news, one of the May crash that we had, one of the reasons was of course Elon Musk. Uh, before Bitcoin started pumping because Elon Musk was coming out saying, Tesla is now
Yeah,
accepting Bitcoin, for you can buy a Tesla with that.
right.
So, and then it came to a point around May there where he said, like, he tweeted out and said, okay, we're stop accepting Bitcoin because it's really bad for the environment.
Uh,
So that was a big red flag that kind of, went out everywhere and said, hey, you know what? People started getting noticing about how bad, you know, cryptocurrency mining, proof of work, Bitcoin is for the world. So from that, that event, it was a big crash, everything happened. There was now a new movement coming up. I know in the States they had Bitcoin mining council, with Elon Musk, with Michael Saylor. So they're getting together to make sure that in the future we start moving towards green Bitcoin mining or green mining. And I think the US, are doing quite well now. Latest when you see China banning crypto mining, so a lot of
yes,
miners are
totally.
moving out of
Mhm,
China,
mhm,
and then the hash rate went down for a while. The complexity went down as well
mhm,
to mine Bitcoin, and now it's coming up again. So America is coming up big. US
mhm.
is coming up big. They're really going for renewable energy as well. And we see that in the region here, it's rather new. And we still believe that Asia has the potential to really grow as well. And our farms that we are working with here, around the region, is doing green mining. So we're using hydro, we're using solar energy to mine Bitcoin. So we are going in the right narrative where the world is heading as well, and we are investing into that green mining. So
All right.
uh,
Mhm.
an advantage, I think there are other companies which are kind of other places in the world, but in Asia, I think we are we have the advantage here. Being in Asia, there's a lot of movement, there's a lot of growth that can happen easily in Asia, and I think we're lucky to be here.
Right. Interesting that you talked about Asia, and the way I'm actually getting it from my perspective, this is that there's really not much growth just yet as compared to like some Western countries out there. Am I getting it right? Like, yes, here in Southeast Asia, guys know about cryptocurrency, but it's not really that mainstream. Am I getting the story here right?
I think it's becoming more mainstream
Mm-hmm.
in Asia, and I think there's a lot of interest,
Mm-hmm.
and
Right.
we really see
Interest.
that
Okay.
potential. Yeah,
Right.
we see that potential here. Um, so it's growing. I think we're not that behind.
Okay, right. Perfect. Perfect. You mentioned that as well as when you mentioned about Elon Musk. Yes, I believe this was one of the big updates.
Yeah,
Month of February when it started to like start pumping for BTC, and then a little over 3 months, I think he
yeah,
started to like retrack that same statement that he had that Tesla is no longer going to accept BTC, and then the prices of BTC went crashing down. So yes, and I believe his main reason or main concern about that is of course the environmental impact of BTC mining from all this BTC mining farms all leaving some carbon footprints from all over the place.
yeah.
Anyway, so
I see we have a lot of สวัสดีครับ I see we have a lot of Thais coming to
Yes,
comment
yes,
as well
yes, yes.
ส
Of
วัสดี
course,
นะครับ
right.
ถ้ามีคำถามอะไรก็ถามไว้ได้นะครับเดี๋ยวตอนช่วงท้ายๆจะมาตอบคำถามได้นะครับถ้าใครมีคำถามก็อย่าลืมเข้ามาถามกันเยอะๆนะครับคอมเมนต์ได้ฮะแล้วเดี๋ยวมาตอบกันโอเคอธิบายโอเคเดี๋ยวมีคำตอบได้คุยภาษาไทยได้นะครับไม่ต้องห่วง I'm just saying that you guys they can ask some questions in Thai as well and then we'll go through them in Thai as well.
Yeah, of course. Thank you so much for like translating that for me because I was like, okay,
Yeah.
I was like totally surprised about that for a second. So yes, thank you so much for you guys who are joining right now. So we just started. So if you got like other questions, which we're actually seeing right now, I believe the announcement about Green Doge has already went mainstream all over the place on different social media out there. So which is totally interesting. And of course, we're going to talk or touch about that later on in the segment. So please stay tuned. And we've got other questions here. I believe, yes. Airdrop, yes, we're also going to touch on that later on. We've been getting some of those questions on the TG especially. So thank you so much. Please stay tuned. We've got a lot of things to cover still. So let's move on here. Now, I want to like point out the current situation we've got right now. We're facing this pandemic for like, I don't know, 2 years now. Not really sure if we kind of lost track because I've been staying at home for the past year and a half or something. So the current situation, different industries have been hit real bad, and I believe you've been into hotel.
Yeah.
Yes, you've been in a hotel industry, and yes, and I believe it's been hit hard. But when it comes to the cryptocurrency industry, or just particular in your business, what can you say about it? What are your thoughts about it?
So I think in general, in hospitality, COVID has been hit really bad.
Right.
But if you think about crypto has grown. Crypto ก็โตขึ้นเรื่อยๆนะครับในช่วงโควิดที่ผ่านมาผมก็มองว่ามันก็จะโตไปเรื่อยๆนะฮะ So crypto has really, I guess, taken off. I mean, during the COVID times, people are staying at home more and more, right? People are not going out. So it has grown exponentially, during this time. The interest in crypto has grown so much, and I think we're all enjoying, I guess, the boom market that we're coming into now. And there's a lot of things going on, and it has accelerated the disruption of how crypto comes in and play a role into the world. And I think a lot of great projects have started actually during the COVID times, and is changing the world. And I think AFIN has a big chance. We're changing that as well, and being part of this change for the world.
Right.
So we're not affecting that. So we're actually scaling up. ก็ตอนนี้ก็แบบขยายทีมเพิ่มขึ้นมาเรื่อยๆนะครับก็คือโควิดที่ผ่านมาทำให้มีการสนใจในเรื่องของคริปโตเคอเรนซีมากขึ้นนะครับก็ทางโปรเจกต์เราก็กำลังขยายอยู่แล้วก็โตขึ้นเรื่อยๆครับ Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much for that. And yes, I believe most of our viewers are right now from Thailand, if I'm not mistaken. Could you correct me on that?
Sorry? Again, please.
Most of our viewers right now, or the listeners are right now from Thailand.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of Thais. Right? There's a lot of Thai questions here. So
okay,
let's get.
Do you want to like touch on that, like maybe a couple of questions?
Yeah, let's get a few questions around before we
right.
Okay, so there's อธิบายนะจะมีการสเต็กเหรียญ AFIN ในจำนวนที่น้อยกว่าลงนี้ไหมครับนอกจากที่มีอยู่แล้วมินิสเต็ก Okay, so they're asking a question here that I think a lot of people know that the staking for the farm, there's a lot of high AFIN staking that is needed for the
yes, right,
the garden
right.
and the garden, the farm, and rainforest. So it's very high because Bitcoin is expensive คือมันแพงใช่ไหมฮะว่าไม่ใช่ทุกคนที่จะเข้าถึงได้ในการสเต็กของตัว rainforest หรือของ garden ที่ใช้ AFIN ค่อนข้างเยอะทีนี้ล่าสุดนะครับเราก็เพิ่งออกมาใหม่ว่า so we have the new one which is Green Doge actually, and this will allow everyone with easier lower capital. So this is the one, the garden, farm, and rainforest, which is quite high. Not everyone can come in, right? And I think the beauty of the beauty of crypto is that it allows everyone to take part of a system, of a network. So, we're very happy to launch Green Doge, which is coming soon in November. And this means that you don't have to have as much AFIN coins ก็คือไม่ต้องมีเหรียญเยอะเท่าเพื่อจะไป stake ที่ทำกับ BTC นะครับผมก็ Green Doge เนี่ยก็จะใช้เหรียญที่น้อยกว่า AFIN ก็ไม่ต้องมากเท่าก็คือถือ AFIN อาจจะในระดับ 1,000-2,000 อะไรก็ว่าไปตอนนี้ยังเมคานิกยังไม่มีนะครับว่าต้องถือกี่อันแต่ว่าสามารถจะเข้ามา stake ได้ก็เป็นเชิง mini stake นะครับที่คนที่ถือ AFIN coin เนี่ยสามารถเข้ามาช่วยmine Green Doge ได้ Green Doge ในที่นี้ก็คือว่าก็เป็น Doge coin นั่นแหละครับแต่เป็นการ mining ที่ใช้ renewable energy environmentally friendly ครับก็อาจจะใช้ solar panel ใช้ hydro ก็ว่าไปนะครับหวังว่าตอบคำถามแล้วนะครับตรงเรื่องของ mini stake แล้วก็ Green Doge so very excited Green Doge is coming it will allow more people to benefit from the green mining that we have.
Right. And since you've already touched on that, we're actually, I mean, most of the questions have been getting right now on TG because yes, definitely, the current staking prices, I would agree on that. It's quite steep. But regardless of that, I believe there's actually a reason behind that because you're going to get like guaranteed BTC right after going to stake, right? So that's actually one of the upside when it comes to like staking for BTC. But when it comes to Green Doge, I believe this is for the retailers side.
Yes.
So is there a way you like can you give like more details about that? Like what are we going to expect when it comes to the staking prices for this?
So for the staking prices, we don't have, we're still working on the mechanics. So this is very recent. We just came out with this, 2 days ago when we realized, the team realized that we need to have a staking mechanism for the mini stakers, for people, for retail. So we're still working out the fine details, but I'm very certain in the next 2 weeks you'll have a lot more information on how to stake.
Next 2 weeks. Okay.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. So that will come very soon. Yeah.
Right, of course. So now I'll be moving forward to the common questions that we've been getting on our social media outlets right there. So you've mentioned about mining farms, right? So basically this is the main gist of AFIN to farm BTC, and now we're going to expect like Dogecoin to be mined by this coming November. So is there a way you could like, I mean, we want to like see some pictures or snippets, clips of this. Is there a way you could like show this over to our audience right now?
Sure.
We've got it. All right.
So we have some photos actually 2 days ago as well. So very recently, 2-3 days ago.
Okay. I wasn't expecting that. I was
things
just
are
like
moving so fast here. Things are moving so fast. อย่างเคลื่อนไหวเร็วมากนะครับก็เพิ่งมาเริ่มในนาทีแต่ว่าตอนนี้ก็มี MOU เซ็นแล้ว so sign between Asian Fintech and GA Power in Vietnam. So I think we have a slider somewhere. I can show you a bit of the how the farm looks like.
Right, of course. I've been seeing that GA Power has been spread across Twitter right now. Yes. So I want to like know more about this, but let's move on to the pictures first.
Yeah. So that's one of the ways that we're moving forward, really expanding our solar farm partnerships in the region. So very excited to have this on board, and we're looking at around 29 megawatts production.
Oh, okay. So I think this is what we're talking about right now, right?
Yes, correct.
Solar panels. Okay. Right.
Don't have this is just recently signed, so we don't have the photos of the rigs yet. But of course, the mining rigs, we'll get photos of those in the upcoming, I'd say, 3-4 weeks once we start setting everything up. So this is just fresh, hot off the press. เพิ่งเซ็น MOU กันใหม่ๆสดๆร้อนๆนะครับผมก็อีกไม่นานก็น่าจะมีพวกรูปถ่ายในเรื่องของตัว mining rig ขึ้นมานะให้ทุกท่านได้เห็นกันนะครับแล้วก็ and I know that we have actually I can't say where but in Thailand we are also very very close to signing an MOU right now with a Thai partnership to do crypto mining here as well นะครับก็อันนี้กำลังใกล้เซ็นแล้วครับกับอีกที่หนึ่งในประเทศไทยที่ทำ solar energy so we're doing solar energy in Thailand as well and I expect it to be within 2 weeks you'll find out who it is and who we're working ก็ภายใน2อาทิตย์นะครับก็น่าจะเซ็น MOU กับบริษัทที่ไทยที่ทำด้าน Solar Energy ด้วยนะครับก็ใช้พลังงานของพระอาทิตย์นะครับก็กำลังเซ็นอยู่อีกไม่นานฮะYeah,
Right.
so new farms we're expanding fast กำลังเติบโตอย่างต่อเนื่องนะครับณขณะนี้สำหรับ AFIN ก็เดี๋ยวจะมีพาร์ทเนอร์ใหม่ๆเข้ามาเรื่อยๆและเรื่อยๆครับ Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you so much. I wasn't really expecting to be like seeing all those pictures right now. Well, good thing that you've got all those pictures ready for our viewers during this AMA. So I'm also looking forward to this Thai MOU that you guys like talking about. So there's so much partnerships that we're going to expect within this month, as well as the staking for Dogecoin. We're going to expect by next month. Yeah,
Yes.
things are really moving real fast with AFIN. I haven't really seen those kind of things to move so fast and just snap from other different projects. But anyway, let's move on to our next part here. So let's crack down the numbers. All right. So this is about the tokenomics.
Yeah.
I believe most of our retail and big time investors would really want to know, the idea about tokenomics and about the vesting. So could you please elaborate more about tokenomics? What's the total supply and what plans do you have regarding token unlocks in the future, especially your vesting schedules?
Yes, certainly. So here you see the token distribution ก็ token distribution ทั้งหมดนะครับก็จะมี500 ล้าน AFIN ด้วยกัน so we have a total of 500 million AFINs and you can see the company reserves 50% and other community marketing team private sale etc. a lot of information here. If you want to read more in detail I suggest you read the white paper. It's a bit longer and it shows everything, but just so you know 500 million is the total AFIN. Now a lot of questions we get asked is, so what is this current circulating coins? How many circulating coins are right now? So if you look at the vesting timeline here, you have 135 million. So in 2021, we have 135 million AFIN coins out right now. And then it'll go to 260 next year and etc. etc. ก็ตอนนี้นะครับที่คนถามว่า circulating มีอยู่เท่าไหร่ก็มีทั้งหมดด้วยกัน135ล้าน AFIN coin แล้วก็จะเติบโตแล้วก็จะปล่อยออกมาเรื่อยๆนะครับจนไปถึงปี2025นะครับทีนี้ใครอยากจะทราบข้อมูลเพิ่มเติมว่า vesting schedule ของทีมออกมาเมื่อไหร่ยังไงเนี่ยก็สามารถเข้าไปดูได้ที่ afincoin.io นะครับก็จะคลิกไปที่ white paper ซึ่งใน white paper ของเราก็จะระบุไว้เลยว่าโอเค vesting schedule เป็นยังไงบ้างนะครับออกมากี่เปอร์เซ็นต์ของที่ไหนของทีมอะไรยังไงบ้างก็สามารถเข้าไปดูได้ครับ so just telling the guys that you can go deeper knowledge if you want to see deeper how it works please visit afincoin.io and check out the white paper.
Right and I'm actually having a hard time right now seeing the screen, but what's the current circulating supply for AFIN?
135 million for this year.
135, and we're going to expect how much by next year?
Next year is going to be 260.
260.
It's a bit small. You have to squint with your eyes a bit. Sorry there.
Right. No problem. And then we're going to expect by 2025 that the rest of the 500 million AFIN tokens will be released. Okay, right. Perfect.
Should we take this as few?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Yeah.
Let's see. Just ผู้บริหารใหม่จะมีบทบาทยังไงบ้างเกี่ยวกับเหรียญ AFIN ในประเทศไทยครับ So they're asking what my new management like me, what do I have to do with AFIN in Thailand?
Very nice question. Love to ask that.
That's actually, I think my role here is to kind of fast track the roadmaps, right? So maybe we can go and touch a bit of the roadmap, what's going to happen. I think we talked about already the mining part, but there's a few different other parts that are quite interesting for us that we're doing, not just in Thailand, but also in this region and see how we can grow that. ก็เดี๋ยวจะไปตอบในเรื่องของ use case ในเรื่องของ mining มีไปแล้วนะครับแต่ว่าเดี๋ยวมี use case ใน roadmap อย่างอื่นด้วยซึ่งหน้าที่ของผมก็คือว่าจะมาทำให้ทางทีมงานทาง operation เนี่ยจะช่วยกันนะครับเพื่อมาบริหารเพื่อจะให้ roadmap เนี่ยมันเกิดได้เร็วขึ้นแล้วก็มาช่วยให้ make sure ว่าทุกอย่างเนี่ยเป็นไปได้ตามแผนนะครับผมก็มี roll out ยังไงบ้างในเรื่องของ partnership ในเรื่องของ tokenomics ทุกอย่างครับในเรื่องของ marketing campaign ด้วยครับ I think you can click the question.
Is that the right question? I'm not so
That is not the right question. The question is it's hard for you because you can't read Thai, right? So it's the 712 p.m.
7:12. All right. I do apologize for that, but let me just do this real quick for you guys. So that's 7:12. All right. Hold on a second.
7:12, the second one on 7:12 p.m.
Okay. Right. Hold
You
on.
see that? The second one, 7:12 p.m. The lady in, I think there's a lady.
There you go. Is that the right one?
That one we talked about already. That was answering about
This
the mini
one.
stakes agreeing there. So this is the one, yes.
Okay. Yeah. Apologies for that.
So yeah, I think let's talk about the other use case, right? That we're using. So we can go to actually talk about tourism now, which is the green tourism, which I love tourism. So let's talk about that. So for me, อีกพาร์ทหนึ่งนะครับที่เราพยายามทำก็คือในเรื่องของ green tourism หรือว่าท่องเที่ยวเชิงอนุรักษ์นะครับผม This is a green tourism kind of photo. So what we're doing now is we're searching for sustainable and environmentally hotels, and not just in Thailand but in the region, and try to partner up with them, and then that if you're an AFIN coin holder, you can redeem, for example, a room night at a green hotel, or you can get a special discount, etc. So AFIN coin holder will get a redemption mechanic and program in the future where we partner with hotels that have the same vision with us, the vision of making sure that the world is sustainable, using renewable energy, taking care of the world. So we will partner with those, looking to which one is good, and then work with them and see how we can come up with something for our AFIN holders. And I think now, recently, yesterday, the Prime Minister of Thailand just said, now we're opening up in November the 1st to get other tourism to come into Thailand. And I guess Southeast Asia, everybody wants to come to Thailand, right? I mean, Thailand and Southeast Asia, it's such a beautiful place, and there's a lot of opportunities. And I think that we will, especially with what happened to COVID, people are still struggling. A lot of companies or a lot of people who maybe started their own little hotels are struggling, and we want to be helping those people who are taking care of the environment as well. So we will go in and identify those and work in a program and mechanic for redemption that for AFIN coin stakers or holders, they can get a stay in a sustainable hotel. ก็คือว่าเราทำงานนะครับตอนนี้ก็มองหาพาร์ทเนอร์โรงแรมในทั่วทวีป Southeast Asia เอเชียนะครับที่ทางคนที่เป็นเจ้าของ AFIN coin นะครับหรือว่า stake หรือ redemption เนี่ยก็คือสามารถจะไปใช้ห้องได้ก็คือว่าเราจะ stake กับอย่างเช่นที่หลวงพระบางมีโรงแรมที่หลวงพระบางซึ่งเป็น environmentally friendly นะครับเราก็จะคุณก็จะไป redeem night ที่นั่นก็ได้นะครับโดยผ่านการเบิร์นหรือการ stake mechanic ของ AFIN coin นั่นเอง So that's a big thing that I'm working on, is to get this partnership fostering and actually fast track it as soon as possible, so that we don't have to wait Q1 2022. I think we might see even maybe late this year, hopefully, that gets rolling out, so that AFIN coin holders will get to go and travel during Christmas and New Year, hopefully. ก็หวังว่าช่วงคริสต์มาสปีใหม่นะครับอาจจะได้ไปเที่ยวกันโดยการใช้ AFIN coin.
All right.
Perfect. And then let's see. There's another question here. Let's see. What about listing in other exchanges?
Listing in other exchanges. Okay, yeah, perfect. Yeah.
Okay. คุณวรพจน์เอกวิริยกิจนะครับผม so actually right now we are listed in we're listed on ZipMex, P2P B2B, LA token, CRX24, and Uniswap. We have plans to list AFIN on many other exchanges that are coming up soon. So we are working very hard to get AFIN listed on other exchanges that we are not currently on. So definitely in the works. You'll definitely see this within a month or two that we're listing on different exchanges. ต่อไปนะครับก็คือว่าเดี๋ยวเราจะมี listing ใหม่เพิ่มเข้ามามี listing ที่หลายคนอาจจะรู้จักกันนะครับก็ภายในเดือน2เดือนนี้ก็กำลังทำงานกันอยู่เรื่อยๆนะครับในการที่จะไป list บน exchange ใหม่ๆครับก็ ตอนนี้ยังบอกไม่ได้ว่ามีที่ไหนบ้างแต่ว่ามีในแพลนแล้วครับแล้วก็อีกน่าจะเซ็นกันอีกไม่นานนี้เพื่อจะไปลิสต์บนนั้นครับแต่มีแน่นอนครับ we will for sure expand our listing definitely that's a 100% guarantee
Right. Yeah, so we've been getting lots of those questions. I've been getting some of those questions for exchange listings as well, requests and
yeah
all that. But of course, we wanted to focus on the current project right now, the staking and all that, and
correct
those listings would eventually follow. So I would like to
yes
thank you guys for joining. We're in the half hour
it's
for
half
our
hour already
current.
time
Yes,
flies
we're 30 minutes already on this segment. So thank you so much for tuning in. So we still got a couple questions in here. And I think this is going to be a very interesting question for you. So whenever you're going stake, even with 150 with garden, or if you're going to use the rainforest, there's actually a reward there for NFT rewards. I believe this is very interesting. I haven't really seen this. I'm quite interested in how this is going to look like because it's going to be an NFT. So how does that work exactly? If you could share your thoughts about that, Sebastian.
so actually once for those stakers that are doing the farm right now they will actually get a for the garden and the rainforest so they will get a different NFT at the end when it's all done so they'll get an NFT for that however we recently realized that everyone loves an NFT and I think we want to same as Dogecoin, right? The green Doge that we want retailers, we want more people to have access to this. So of course, those who stay with garden, rainforest, they will get a great NFT once everything is mined and once the green Bitcoin is out there. So they'll get that at the end. However, we do have a plan to launch another NFT project that you can be redeemed for AFIN coin holders. ก็ตอนนี้นะครับทุกท่านคนที่ไปสเต็กในเรื่องของ rainforest หรือ garden เนี่ยก็จะรับ NFT เมื่อจบเมื่อสเต็กเสร็จแล้วทีนี้เหมือนกับที่ Green Doge นะครับเรามองว่าหลายท่านเนี่ยอาจจะเข้าไม่ถึงแล้วเราก็อยากจะ NFT หลายคนก็ชอบอยู่เราก็ได้ทำโปรเจกต์ใหม่ขึ้นมานะครับซึ่งจะเป็นการแจก NFT หรือการ redeem NFT ในเรื่องของกับ AFIN actually I have a small alpha leaks and I can show you a bit of the leak of the new NFT that we've been working on ก็คือตอนนี้เดี๋ยวผมมีลีกให้ดูนะครับก็เราก็ได้ทำงาน
of course would love to see that
all right let me get so yeah
whenever you're ready
and for sustainability wait before you go okay that was quick so for sustainability we hornbill is a bird and about sustainability right. So this is the NFT that we have planned and that will be coming within 3-4 weeks ก็คืออีกไม่นานนี้ประมาณ 3-4 อาทิตย์เนี่ยครับก็มองว่าตอนนี้กำลังทำกันอยู่ NFT ซึ่งคนที่จะได้ NFT อันนี้นะครับก็คือต้องถือ AFIN coin so if you're holding AFIN coin you will be eligible the exact mechanics is still being worked on so now we're focused on creating these NFT hornbills with different traits so you see มันก็จะมีแบบเป็นทองบ้างมีถือ diamond บ้างครับถือทองบ้างมี rare ultra common อย่างเงี้ยso there will be a few NFTs coming out ทีนี้ NFT นะครับก็จะไม่เยอะมากจะค่อนข้าง limited ประมาณพันต้นๆนะครับผมหลายที่ตอนนี้เวลาเขาทำ NFT กันจะประมาณใช้ 8,000 10,000 ซึ่งมันก็จะไม่ค่อย rare เท่าไหร่แต่ของเรานี่ก็จะคือเป็น lower quantity แต่ higher quality นะครับผม so most NFTs when they launch it says blood they have like 10,000s they have 8,000s so it's quite high volume however what we're going with is we're having about 1,000 to 2,000 just around that very small batch so this will be highly sought after ก็จะมีประมาณพันกว่านิดๆนะครับก็คือเป็นของแรของหายากซึ่งถ้าใครอยากจะถือ NFT ไว้นะครับอยากจะมีโอกาสในการถือ NFT ก็แนะนำให้ถือ AFIN ไว้ we don't have any snapshot taken yet I can't say when that's gonna happen but it will be very soon so that will come up yeah so NFTs will happen so if you're interested in this remember to hold some AFIN coins for this as well
yeah right of course
yeah.
so I'm not really quite sure if you've broken down exactly some of my questions because there's actually some questions I've got about
There's
this,
one
like
question
the
here. It's pretty
tier
good.
and
Let's skip
everything.
this guy. So the last one that just came
Mhm.
now,
Okay.
Peter Tola. Can you get Peter Tola?
Okay.
And he's saying จะมีการเผาเหรียญไหมครับ So เผาเหรียญ means will there be any burning?
Burning.
Yeah, so will there be any burning of coins? Actually, we have been discussing there's a staking and burning mechanic, and this staking and burning mechanic will actually have a use case. And it can be, might stake and burn for some NFTs, or there's another one which I want to talk about, and actually is this. It's the bikes that we're launching. So a use case for AFIN coin that you can stake and then burn is you can rent these electric vehicles. And of course, going with the vision of us being green, sustainability, we want to go with electric vehicles. So the
Right.
idea is that here we're going to launch electric vehicles in specific cities, in specific areas, for people that they can use. ก็คือเราจะ launch นะครับในเรื่องของ electric bike เป็น EV bike ซึ่งคนที่ stake AFIN เนี่ยก็จะสามารถ stake แล้วก็เบิร์นได้เพื่อมาใช้ขับขี่นะครับผมในเรื่องของ electric bike. So that will be a stake and burn mechanism that we're working on. We're looking at different hotels, different cities. Example like Luang Prabang. I like Luang Prabang as an example. Luang Prabang is a small UNESCO town, right? So it's you don't have high rises or anything like that. It's about how do you keep the sense of feeling of the old town, the UNESCO heritage world, and you don't destroy the environment. So I think we're working very hard to get these EV bikes in Luang Prabang, for example, and that people can ride, they can loan them, they can ride around on them, they can long-term rent with by using AFIN coin to stake and burn. Or even if travelers coming in, for example, you're staying in Thailand, you go into Luang Prabang, instead of going to rent another bike somewhere else, you're using the right, with the right mindset that you want to rent a electric vehicle, electric bike instead. And you can use your AFIN coin to do that, with your phone, AFIN coin, and you can stake that and burn that and get, time to ride on the bike. ก็คือว่าจะมีการเผาเหรียญนะครับในเรื่องของ stake and burn ว่าสมมติว่าที่หลวงพระบางอย่างเงี้ยฮะเราก็จะมีรถจักรยานยนต์ไฟฟ้าไปตั้งไว้นะคนที่ถือ AFIN coin ก็สามารถจะไปใช้ AFIN coin เนี่ย stake and burn เพื่อจะเช่ารถจักรยานยนต์ไฟฟ้าได้นะครับก็ไปเที่ยวในเมืองคุณอาจจะไปนอนค้างที่โรงแรมที่ใช้ AFIN coin ในการ redeem night อยู่แล้วหลังจากนั้นต่อนะครับคุณสามารถ AFIN coin stake กับ burn เพื่อจะได้ขับรถจักรยานไฟฟ้ารถมอเตอร์ไซค์ไฟฟ้านะครับเที่ยวทั่วเมืองได้เหมือนกันซึ่งเมืองหลวงพระบางก็เป็นเมืองเชิงอนุรักษ์นะครับผมเป็นเมือง UNESCO Heritage ก็นี่ก็เป็น use case ที่กำลังทำอยู่ตอนนี้นะครับก็ศึกษากับทางauthority อยู่นะครับทางท้องถิ่นที่นั่นอยู่แล้วก็จะไปปรากฏที่อื่นในไทยนะครับหรือว่าที่อินโดก็ว่าไปนะฮะก็ but we have a fleet of fleet of bikes ก็นี้ก็เพิ่งไปดูรถมานะครับก็ใช้ได้เลยครับขับดีครับ ขับนุ่มดี so that's the about the burning and staking. We'll use that for real use in the real world. So you burn and stake something, you stake and burn something, you get to use it in the real world as well. The redemption of hotels, redemption of EV bikes, and then NFTs coming. Talking about NFTs, เมื่อกี้ NFT นะครับ so holding an NFT in the future, we're planning to a lot of NFTs is that you get them and you sell them, etc. But we want to give extra added value. ก็คือถ้าคุณเป็นคนแรกที่มาถือNFT เนี่ย we want to give you some privileges. For example, if you hold a rare one, you get some extra mileage in the EV car. You might get you're gonna get an extra upgrade on room night or something. สมมุติถือ
about discounts.
Special discounts.
Right.
Things like this. So there'll be like you hold this rare thing and there's actually value for it. Not just looking at it's nice, but there's actually extra added value for it. ก็คือจะถือสมมติมีตัวแรอย่างเงี้ยครับเข้าไปเช็คอินในเรื่องของถ้า redeem night กับ AFIN แล้วคุณอาจจะได้อัปเกรดห้องหรือว่าจะได้ amenity ของน่ารักอาจจะมีเค้กอะไรก็ว่าไปคือเราก็หาเมคานิกเพื่อว่าคนที่ได้ตัวแรอย่างเงี้ยครับก็จะมี value มากขึ้นให้กับเขาด้วยหรือว่าขี่มอเตอร์ไซค์เขาจะได้อีก10 นาที extra ก็ว่าไปนะครับthere's a question เนี่ยพูดไทยได้ด้วยเหรองงมากเป็นคนประเทศไหนครับso you see 739 the one just below here
739 right yes
the one okay it says here นึกว่าเป็นคนต่างชาติ so they're asking if I'm a foreigner เป็นลูกครึ่งนะครับผมก็เป็นคนลูกครึ่งไทยสวีเดนso I'm half Thai half Swedish they were asking if I can speak Thai อ่านไทยได้นะครับ that's I think do we have any other questions coming up here
Yes, let's try another English question. I guess we've been getting lots question about the airdrop for AFIN.
Yes.
Yes. Could you check that out if I've got the right question right there?
Yeah. AFIN airdrop. Yes.
Okay.
Airdrop AFIN. So we will announce this third week of October.
Right.
So we're still this. We got so many people who joined. It was a very successful campaign, and so many people joined. So we're still going through all the lists. It's a long list.
Yes,
so,
I believe we've got like 430k participants
correct,
for that.
430k. So that's a lot, and we're going through the list. And then we'll definitely in the third week of October. ก็คือได้คนมาร่วมแคมเปญเยอะมากนะครับมากกว่า 430,000 คนก็ตอนนี้ก็กำลัง go through list กันอยู่นะครับก็ภายในวีคที่3ของเดือน October ก็จะมีประกาศกันนะครับก็อดใจรออีกนิดครับ ทางทีมงานพยายามเร่งให้อยู่นะครับก็อีกนิดนึงครับขออภัยที่ล่าช้าครับอีกนิดนึงครับ
Okay, do you've got like any other questions you wanted to touch on, Sebastian, on the chat?
Mini stake we spoke about already. Any more airdrop campaigns? And
interesting.
Not at the moment. We just had the airdrop campaign with CoinMarketCap, of course.
Right.
So we don't have any more at the moment, but definitely if we have any new partnerships, anything interesting, you know, there definitely can be some. Yeah.
Of course.
So stay updated, you know, on the TGs, on our Twitter channels. But we still have a war chest. So there might be some interesting airdrops in the future.
Of course. So you've mentioned a while back about using your mobile phone for this kinds of discounts and everything, most special for the NFT. You've touched on that, which is very, very much interesting. So I would like to know exactly. There's been like questions about having an Android or iOS application. Do we have that ready, or are we rolling that out somewhere in the future?
We are currently we're not working on an app at the moment. I think we're focused on building first, you know, the partnerships. You know, we're revising the website. It will be much more user friendly and for mobile friendly as well. So we're going to launch that first. But you know, there's not to say in the future, once everything is being developed, that we might have an app. But right now, I think we have a mobile friendly website that we're revising. We're making sure that you connect your wallet and everything with that. So in the future, but not right now. I think we're focusing on building and expanding our partnership, getting all this roadmap fixed first.
Of course. So since you've mentioned about partners, so for our new visitors out there, viewers out there, so we wanted to could you share more about the current partners that we've got and the future partners that we're going to expect by this year?
Yeah. So we have just recently shared the GA Power from Vietnam, we just signed an MOU with. We have the new partner we're working, you know, a solar panel company in Thailand, which will be, I think, maximum 2 weeks. It will be signed and then will be announced as well. You know, we have recently received strategic investment from Moonshot Venture Capital from Singapore. And, you know, they do all about automation, Fintech. And, you know, it's great to have them on board and help us with some advising and connecting with some great industry leaders as well and some other companies. So, you know, we've got a great team of people partnering up with us. And of course, you know, if you're listening out here and you're working in sustainability, we'll be happy to explore partnerships that has to do with that, you know, that field, you know, something environmentally friendly, something green. And if you want to, you know, reach out and just send to support@afincoin.io and we can look at that ก็คือตอนนี้นะครับเราก็มีทำ partnership ก็เพิ่ง MOU ที่ออกมาจากเวียดนามเป็นโซลาร์ฟาร์มนะครับตอนนี้ก็จะมีประเทศไทยด้วยก็คุยกับโซลาร์ฟาร์มที่1อยู่ซึ่งภายใน2อาทิตย์นี้ก็น่าจะมีเซ็นกันเรียบร้อยแล้วก็ออกมานะครับเป็น MOU แล้วก็มีเราเพิ่งได้รับinvestment จาก Moonshot Venture Capital ที่สิงคโปร์นะครับซึ่งก็เป็นด้านลงทุนเรื่อง VC ในเรื่องของ Fintech แล้วก็เรื่องของ manufacturing เรื่องของ sustainable environment ด้วยนะครับก็ เข้ามาให้คำปรึกษากับเราแล้วก็มาดูโปรเจกต์นี้กับเรานะครับซึ่งถ้าใครที่ฟังอยู่ตอนนี้นะครับมองว่ามี connection หรือมีการทำ partnership ที่เป็นเกี่ยวกับ sustainability ทางเราก็ยินดีที่จะ explore ในเรื่องของ partnership นะครับอะไรที่เกี่ยวกับ green เนี่ยครับเราชอบครับก็คือว่า we're open to suggestions ถ้าใครมีโปรเจกต์อะไรน่าสนใจก็ส่งมาได้ที่ support@afincoin.io ครับก็มาคุยกันได้ครับ yeah
Right. Perfect. So we've got like 15 more minutes on the dot. So for you guys who just currently started like a your live broadcast of our AMA, please feel free to drop your questions. We'll be more than willing to answer them for you. So let's move on to some of the questions out here. So there's some questions about just BTC. So
the
currently
last one says
right.
the EV. So the minion
A45.
mean for
Oh right. Okay.
ไฟฟ้าใช้ AFIN กี่เหรียญคะตอนนี้ยังไม่ทราบนะครับว่าใช้กี่เหรียญเรายังคำนวณกันอยู่ครับผมแต่ว่าตอนนี้แค่เราหาพาร์ทเนอร์ที่จะ launch ตัวมอไซค์ออกมาก่อนนะครับมอไซค์ไฟฟ้าทีนี้ในเรื่องของว่ามันใช้เท่าไหร่ยังไงกำลังเวิร์กกับทีมงานกันอยู่ครับว่าจะสเต็กจะเบิร์นเท่าไหร่ยังไงต้องดูเมคานิกด้วยครับแต่ว่าก็จะมีข้อมูลอัปเดตมาเมื่อ launch แล้วครับมีข้อมูลอัปเดตแน่นอนครับOkay, so I'm just saying that for the bikes, we are still working on the stake and burn mechanics, and how many AFIN it takes. So we're still adjusting that. We're looking at the partners. So we're looking to launch that first, and then there will be a program of how many AFIN coins it take to stake or to burn, and how many miles or how many. So that's the whole mechanic that we're working on right now.
Right, of course. And are we like looking into other proof of work coins out there that we could like mine aside from BTC and Doge?
So we are looking if there are anything interesting. I mean, right now I think the biggest ones out there are BTC, right? And
right,
Doge.
Of course.
So we are looking. We have the funds, right? So it's about how to maximize that and also how to maximize the returns for our investors, our stakers, etc. So we're always on the lookout ก็คือยังดูอยู่ตลอดนะครับว่าตอนนี้มี BTC เดี๋ยวจะมี Doge แล้วแต่ถ้ายังมี proof of work ที่อื่นออกมาเนี่ยก็อาจจะดูนะครับ I think some people ask about ETH. However, ETH is actually turning into a proof of stake anytime soon. So I don't think we're going to go into that. It doesn't really make sense.
Right.
Yeah.
Totally true.
Yeah.
Right,
but I think at the end of the day, Bitcoin is the king of crypto. I think it's inevitable, right? Bitcoin is still the number one, and you can see right now how it's going.
Of course. Okay, so we've got another question here. So, do you have market plan for allowance PDR? I heard you talk about Laong Prabang. I'm not really sure if I was able to like pronounce it correctly.
If you click, okay. So we have I just come aboard recently a week ago, so we have started already looking at the plans and how to implement it. I think we are looking at Luang Prabang because it's a tourist destination, so it works well with the green tourism, and also it's a town for UNESCO heritage protection. So it's a very picturesque, nice city. I've been there before many times, and the EV concept, sustainability is big. I think it fits in well with Luang Prabang. So I think we're looking to start in Luang Prabang, and then it will go to other places in Lao PDR. But that's the main focus, right? Let's get that place first, and then it spreads from there on. Once we get people using it, understanding it, I think we grow from there.
All right, so I guess we're almost done with all the questions. If you've got like a few other questions out there, be it through English or Thai, please send them in. We'll be more than willing to answer it for you. And if you've got some other guys who wanted to like thank you,
a Ken doll. Right? Okay, that's not a question.
I'm sorry.
Sebastian looks like a Ken doll, so that's not really a question. But thank you for that. ขอบคุณครับ
Of course.
มีคำถามอะไรอื่นถามได้ไหมครับ
So I've got no other questions out here. Oh yes, here you go. Another question we've been getting is AFIN project audited?
Yes, so there's an audit that's been done. You can go to our website and you can see the audit. It has been audited. Yes.
Right, of
So you can
course.
see that on our website. Oh, actually, a question that I've heard quite a lot in the TG as well is about the zip withdrawal from ZipMex.
Oh yes, another thing. Yes, of
So yeah,
course.
I have oh hi oh Kun Bank is Kun Bank is there as well. I had a call and I think ZipMex is within on this next week you can withdraw that ก็คือน่าจะอาทิตย์หน้านะค
Oh,
รับที่
perfect.
ZipMex เขาให้ withdraw ได้แล้วจะได้มา
Uh,
stake กันนะครับ so
we've got the
there's
support from
that.
ZipMex right now,
Yes.
live here on our AMA session.
คุณ
Perfect.
คุณ Dr. Bank thank you คุณ Dr. Hi Sebastian okay thank you Dr. Bank and then we get some all right
All right.
I
So
think
you were mentioning about ZipMex. Could you say that one more time? Wasn't able to get it.
Oh, in English, so people have been asking for when they can withdraw from ZipMex, so they can go to and stake AFIN coin, right?
Right.
So
Of
last
course.
I spoke very recently is that next week, so that is coming very shortly. So
Okay.
hold on, it's coming very shortly, and then you can withdraw it and then go to afincoin.io and stake.
Right, of course, of course. We've been getting that same question as well. But if you want to like get the best and most accurate response to that, I would really appreciate if you guys you'd go to like the TG for ZipMex and
Yes.
ask those questions. They'll be able to provide you with the most accurate information, especially for the date if they've got it, of course. All right.
I think that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, and anything you wanted to like add up before we end the AMA session?
I think my I mean I'm the most I mean all the green tourism and all that. I just right now the first one I'm excited about is the NFTs. I hope I can get a good drop.
Right.
So,
of course.
I like NFTs. So I'm an NFT. I have an NFT on my watch here as well. So I like that very much. So let's see if we can get a nice hornbill to add to my collection on it.
Right. Hopefully we'll be able to see that on your wristwatch as well.
Yes.
Those hornbills. Yes, I'll be looking forward to that, Sebastian. So if you guys, I believe you guys were able to like enjoy the AMA. Hopefully you were able to enjoy the AMA. You were able to like get informative responses, and you were able to like get all those questions answered on our 1 hour AMA session. But if you've got other questions out there, feel free to reach out on our social media channels like TG, Twitter, Facebook. We'll be more than willing to answer those for you guys. Right.
So yeah, we'll be back again for sure. I'll be back again
for another AMA session. Yeah, we're looking forward to that.
I think there'll be a lot of news coming out in the next coming months, and there'll be definitely be more opportunities to showcase what we're working on, and I'm really excited to share all the milestones that we with the project that we're doing. ก็รู้สึกตื่นเต้นมากนะครับแล้วก็ขอบคุณที่วันนี้ได้เข้ามาฟังกันแล้วก็ให้เกียรติผมนะครับได้อธิบายว่าตอนนี้เราอยู่จุดไหนแล้วก็กำลังจะไปที่ไหนบ้างแล้วก็โปรเจกต์ใหม่ๆที่เริ่มเข้ามา partnership ที่ใหม่เข้ามาเรื่อง NFT นะครับเรื่อง Green Doge เนี่ยก็หลายอย่างก็ตอนนี้ตั้งใจกันทำงานเต็มที่ครับแล้วก็มีขยายทีมเรื่อยๆก็ตอนนี้เติบโตอยู่เรื่อยๆครับก็ขอบคุณที่เข้ามาฟังทุกคนนะครับก็หวังว่าจะได้เจอกันอีกใน AMA ครั้งหน้าครับ
Right.
Yeah. Just said, yeah.
Thank you so much for that.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Of course. So if you've enjoyed our 1 hour AMA session with our regional manager, Sebastian, then please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel, of course. Right. Anything you wanted to add up, Sebastian?
No, I'm good. That's it for me. I'm going to go for dinner.
And all right. Thank you so much.
Well.
We do appreciate your time, Sebastian. You have a great day. You have a great day, everyone.
All right. Bye.
Yes. Goodbye.